Hey everyone, and welcome to August 3rd Drama Hospital Recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Let's get right to it. At Windermere, Valentine comes in the living room in, like, honestly, the dorkiest clothes he's ever worn on the show. And Spencer's in the corner. Oh, Spencer. So Spencer has a plan. He was watching a documentary on ESPN about a famous football player who was acquitted criminally, but not civilly. He bought a lavish home after the acquittal so it couldn't be taken in a civil suit, and Spencer is setting up residency at Windermere so Valentine can't make a similar claim because apparently they can't seize your primary residence. So Valentine tells him it was left to him and Spencer needs to leave, and Spencer says, no, what are you gonna do? At Kelly's, Laura and Kevin are looking at furniture for Spencer. Her mind is somewhere else. They talk about the kidnapping, and Laura is worried that Spencer isn't concerned with Garvey at all. Like, he's not affected by this. Spencer is starting to think like a Cassadine, and that's really scaring her. And Kevin says he wouldn't do any. Kevin says that Valentine wouldn't do anything to Spencer, at least right now, with everything going on. And then Laura gets a call from Valentine that he has something that belongs to her. Also, Kelly's, Carly comes in, and Bobby makes her sit down and drink some coffee. Carly wants to get out there and finish the search. They still can't find Sonny. Carly talks about Sonny and his great contradiction of doing what he does and being so devout. And Carly doesn't believe Garvey killed Sonny. She knows she would feel it if Sonny were gone. Back at Windermere, Laura and Kevin arrive and pick up Spencer. Valentine tries to tell Laura how to deal with Spencer, and she tells him it's because he's missing his father. And whose fault is that? Valentine says he's been more than fair to her considering he didn't press assault charges when she hit him over the head with a lead pipe, much like they do in Clue. She says the civil suit won't go away. Laura says Ava is going to testify to exactly what she saw in that room. At Kelly's, Spencer says he was just making sure all the ducks were in line for the lawsuit. Laura says that he is the Cassadine legacy, not money, not properties, nothing like that. And Nicholas would not be okay with his behavior because he valued Spencer's safety over everything else. And she tells him to go inside. She needs to talk with Kevin. They can't control Spencer, and he can't understand how dangerous the situations he puts himself are. And, you know, how can she keep him safe? But she knows what has to be done, even though she hates it. At Ava's, Julian brings Ava coffee. It's 10 a.m. and she's just getting up. He's concerned about her health. All she's been doing is binge watching shows and sleeping late. And honestly, I feel so attacked right now. Julian says he has good news for her. He has an insurance check because her inventory burned to the ground and she can reopen the gallery, and she says, or invest it and live off the interest. Apparently, she already dismissed everyone at the gallery and wrote them great recommendations. She won't run a gallery looking like she does. She wants to be alone, and he says he won't give up on her. Ava looks at her face, since the redness faded, so you can really see, like, the scarring and everything. Someone knocks. It's Valentine. She says he's not welcome, and he says he's here about the civil case. He tries to spin his tale of no one killing Nicholas because no one can find his body, and that they were struggling for the gun, so he didn't straight up murder him. And she sees that he has an angle, and she says she won't lie. So he's like, I'm not asking you to lie, but now I'm going to tie up some loose ends. So she's like, look, my statement has already been filed. You can kill me if you want. It won't make a difference, and I'd rather be dead anyway. So, like, come at me, bro. Well, she doesn't say that, but I would like her marginally better if she had said that. He says he's not threatening her, just to set this record straight. She says, why would I help you? And he says their pasts don't have to dictate their futures. At General Hospital, Sam and Jason are walking through the hospital, and Garvey is wheeled past. They see each other, and she tells Jason she knows him, and he tells her who he is. So, like, yeah, she would know him. She's seen pictures before. Then he mentions Sonny, and she's still hazy, and then Alexis comes over. Sam is back in her room, and Alexis thinks she's still upset. Sam feels there's something she's missing. There's a lot she's missing. She says Sonny, you know, she saw Sonny in the ER, and Alexis said he wasn't in the ER. And Sam knows there's something important she's not remembering, but Alexis doesn't want her to stress herself. Honestly, stress yourself a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. So the conversation with Sonny is starting to come back to her. Julian comes back and talks to Alexis. He wants to see Sam, and she says no. Julian comes in to see Sam. She says she has to see Sonny, and she remembers yelling at him, and she needs to clear the air because she feels bad she yelled at him. And I was like, oh, sweetheart, just wait. Julian tells her she can't see Sonny because she needs to rest and she wants her phone. Sam remembers something else. She met Julian at the Metro Court. She was worried about Jason and that she felt she needed to get rid of Sonny. And Julian says, we never talked about that. Maybe it's just a dream. But, like, they did? unless it legit was a dream we were seeing through Sam's eyes, but like I don't think so. Garvey's guard gets pulled away as someone walks in. It's Jason. Jason questions him and Garvey says he shot Sonny but didn't kill him. At Nell's, Nell shows Michael the necklace. It was made from a bullet casing. Where did Jocelyn get this? Michael asks if Oscar has a gun. He doesn't like the idea of Jocelyn walking around somewhere that gunfire just happened, and Jocelyn asks that he not tell Carly, but Michael demands to know where she got this or he'll tell Mom. So she says they were at the old distillery, and Michael says, wait, we're the ones redeveloping it and demolition is scheduled today. Uh-oh, it's really unsafe. Michael is going to call the police and Jocelyn asks him not to. Jocelyn thinks it could be an old bullet. Nell looks at it and says it was definitely fired recently. So now Nell is a firearms expert. We're learning this about her. Carly comes to the door. She says they narrowed the search and Michael thinks it might be the distillery. He says they're redeveloping the distillery, so if Sonny was able to pick the location, he would know that that was a place that was, private. Nell says the bullet casing was found at the distillery. Carly asks questions, but then doesn't care because that's enough for her to go check it out. They have to get there now. At the distillery, Sonny has heavily bled. He's unconscious on the ground, but he's out of the pit. 20 minutes until demolition and Sonny is still unconscious. Sonny wakes up and it's 15 minutes until demolition now and Sonny's like, ruh-roh. Sonny tries to call out, but no one can hear him. Sonny tries to drag himself away. It's 10 minutes to demolition, a final call, and he winds up falling and knocking himself out. Carly is at the distillery and she's calling for Sonny and she finds him and the alarm is still going off. And now end scene. Spencer comes back out. He has cookies, so he's like, hey, I have cookies. He says he's sorry. He didn't mean to scare them. They know, but they have to have a serious talk when they get home because it has to stop. Not the lawsuit, him being in Port Charles. Valentine is going to make Ava an offer she can't refuse, and honestly, because of his history with surgeons, I'm going to say it's some kind of miracle surgeon or miracle whatever, and that's going to be the true test, because, if Ava really wants to do the right thing, or if she could totally, do the surgery and then still testify against Valentine. So, I don't know, ball's in her court, and honestly, I'm hoping she does the right thing, but I don't have a lot of, faith in it. Nell tells Jocelyn that she will eventually have to tell her mom the truth after this all settles down. Michael made a call and Dante is heading to the distillery. Carly tries to get Sonny to wake up. He does wake up. They're starting the demolition in 30 seconds. Sonny wants her to go without him. Garvey tells Jason to ask her about the shooting and Jason asks who, and Garvey has a coughing fit and starts to flatline, and honestly, drama queen. Sam doesn't know what's real. Julian says he'll take care of everything and Sam says it must have all been a dream. Carly is going to carry Sonny out of here if she has to physically do it herself, and they are headed out, but can they get out before the demolition starts? It doesn't look like it because they have 30 seconds and they are not moving fast enough. So that is it, but in any event, I will see you soon for more General Hospital, and go check out those videos I was telling you about in the meantime. Okay, have a great day. Bye.